안녕하세요 여러분들. So welcome episode 45 of Limpeh's morning coffee chat here in Istanbul. And today I'm back in my favorite indoor place to be when the weather is bad. Yes, today I woke up to a very stormy weather here in Istanbul. Not cold, about 15 degrees Celsius. Yesterday was hot. Yesterday was like 22 degrees Celsius. So today is 15 degrees Celsius, so I'm still not dressed up too much. And it was storming all morning. So actually, like as you can see in the streets, still so wet, and it's actually still raining. You can tell from here. You can tell from. You can see the drop still dropping. Yeah. So actually, I had wanted to. I had actually intended to stream from home today. Actually, because it was storming. It wasn't just raining. It was storming. Wow. When I woke up and when I was doing my 1 hour of morning yoga and meditation. So it was storming, and I fully wanted to do it at home, but miraculously at about 9:30 a.m. Okay, this is 10 a.m. Yeah, at about 9:30 a.m. everything just stopped. I got, oh, okay, this is God or whatever you call it, wanting me to come out to do this. So I changed up and I came to this place, Kitab Kuala, my favorite book cafe or indoor streaming. This is kind of like my fifth time here or something like that. I lost count. This is officially my favorite cafe to stream from. It's the best environment for streaming, and yeah. So I came out, and the moment I arrived, boom, started to rain again, and you can see the wind is actually very strong. See, you can see from the cover, boom. You see, basically an all-out stormy day today, and very happy to be able to make it all the way out here to stream, to do this stream today. And let's take a look at who's on. Hi, Samuel from Kuala Lumpur. Selamat malam. Elma of Earth here. Hi, Limpeh. Hope you are well today. Yes, hope you are well today. Elma of America. Samuel, Limpeh, I am here soon. Yes, Samuel from Kuala Lumpur. And today, of course, here in Kitab Kuala, my favorite set is just this. In fact, I come so often that I no longer have to order, I just walk in and I say "Ainu," meaning the same, and they know what's the same mean. I no longer have to make individual orders here in this cafe. That's how much of a regular I've become. I just say "Ainu," which means the same in Turkish, and immediately they know what I want. And if you're here, there's four of you. There's Elma, there's Samuel, but there's only one like. So those of you, so some of you are my fake friends, yeah. Either Elma or Samuel, so close to me, but never click the like unless I ask for it, yeah. Elma, yeah, it's very windy. Chopaimon, hello, how are you? Kim Teo, good morning everybody. Welcome to my live stream. Yeah, I'm back in my favorite book cafe here in Kuala to a very stormy, rainy Istanbul morning. Not cold, 15 degrees Celsius. I suspect I have to, every time I start this live chat, right, I have to repeat the same story like 5 to 10 times during the first 10 minutes or so. When every time people come and repeat the same story of giving the background story of how Istanbul is like and where I am and everything. Actually it's very tiring. I need a better solution. It's better everybody comes on time and then I do it once, but that's the ideal world. It doesn't work like that. I'm gonna have to find a better way of doing my introduction so that I don't end up doing my introduction again and again. I realize that it's a pattern. No, if you watch my live stream playback, some of you may be frustrated to hear me say the introduction again and again multiple times within just like 10 minutes or so. Yeah. Chopper, is it misty early morning in Istanbul? Not today, but they were misty mornings, but not today. Elma, I always click the thumbs up button before I start commenting. Okay, so it's not Elma, it's Samuel. Samuel needs to be reminded. Now I know, Samuel. Huh? It's you. See, I don't want to thank you guys for this likes. Suddenly I have like five viewers and 7 likes. I don't want to thank you guys for this like. I don't want to thank anyone for likes that I have to ask for. For those of you who could click the like button without me asking for it, I thank you. That's the right way. Yeah. For a YouTuber, for a live streamer, if you have to ask and beg for likes all the time, right? I don't think it's the. I think we're getting it all wrong. Or maybe it just goes to show that people don't really like what you're doing. Maybe. Chopa, the cookie looks softer than what I know. Oh yeah, these are soft chocolate chip cookies. Actually, the soft ones here are more popular in Istanbul than the crunchy ones. Samuel, from next live stream, I'll like before comment. See, now I know. It's Samuel never likes. Always say, "Wow, I'm such a big fan of Limpeh," but he never likes anything I do. Never. Now I know. So for those of you who just joined me, welcome. This is episode 45 of the Limpeh Morning Coffee Chat here in Istanbul. And today, I woke up to a very stormy day here in Istanbul. Yes, when I woke up this morning, I was doing my meditation and yoga, my sunrise meditation and yoga. You couldn't see any sunrise. Why? It was storming, that kind of storm. And then I was thinking, wow, man, today I gotta have to stream from home. And then about 9:30 a.m., suddenly everything stopped. I was like, oop. So I'm kind of taking it as a sign, okay, I need to go out and do this today. And so here I am in my favorite indoor place to stream from when the conditions out there are not great. Guys can see, rain has died down quite a lot, but you can still see it drizzling. You see the droplets? And so kind of stop for a while right now. I really like this seat, I can give you guys a look at what's happening outside while being nice and comfortably protected inside. And nobody around to disturb. So nice. Like disturbing other people has become a real challenge for me in looking for somewhere to stream. Because like one time I was chased away from a cafe just because I was so-called disturbing everybody else. You are disturbing people just as long as you are talking, because everybody's so quiet. Quiet is a culture here in Turkey. Turkish people are very quiet. They love silence a lot. So nobody's talking, And then someone could not stand it anymore and asked me, do this outside, get out. So then I know that it's not easy to find somewhere to stream from. And therefore right now, as you can see, the first 35 episodes or so, I go to vastly different places all the time. But now I'm narrowing down. I keep going back to the same places now. And see, I've shown you guys like 35 different cafes, I think, and all in this area, And that's like 50% of the cafes here only. There's easily like 70 to 100 cafes within 10 minutes walk from my place. That's crazy, right? From my place in New York, within 10 minutes walk, there's only 2 cafes. Pretty Bora, hello, I am from India. How's the weather there? Namaskaram, Barata, pretty from Barata. Yeah, here in Istanbul, the weather is today is a very stormy weather. It's a very warm autumn morning. Yesterday was warmer. Very strange. It's autumn here. Yes, Istanbul, there's 4 seasons, yeah. And yesterday hit 22 degrees Celsius, and day before that was like 5 degrees Celsius, in the morning. Yesterday hit about 22. Today is about 15. So temperature is like going up and down wildly. See, today I'm like dressed short sleeve on the inside. 15 degrees Celsius. And storming. Chopaimon, I disagree. YouTube needs a more convenient way of letting us like it. It seems like there's many ways to do in my one video. Really? Then you just have to click the like button. No? Elma, you should not have to ask people to like your video. Exactly. For all the effort, time, money, energy that I put into doing this every single day, I thought, simple reciprocation should not have to be, I should not have to ask for it. Yeah. But then, of course, I I also need to acknowledge the fact that not everybody really likes my live stream. How do I know that? I know that because over the past 45 days of live streaming, my channel has lost about 300 subscribers. If before I started live streaming, my channel was growing in subscribers. I'm growing like few hundred every month. But ever since I started live streaming, I'm losing every month. In fact, every week, about 50 every week. Okay. And but last week was the turning point. Last week I lost only 2, but still I'm losing, but only 2. But this week, this is only Tuesday, I have already lost the 11 subscribers. So guys, my live streams is not that popular. And in fact, it's not only not popular, people don't like my live stream. Okay, I'm losing subscriber big time because of streaming. It's so funny, yeah. Benedict Pua, hello. Wow, long time no see. Samuel, you should do a house tour. I did a house tour a long time ago, Samuel. Chopaimon, in your observation, are the Turkish similar to the Japanese in terms of silence? Interesting question. Actually, a lot about Turkish culture is very similar to East Asian culture. Not just Japanese culture, but Korean and Chinese. Not so much Chinese, but Korean and Japanese culture. Turkish culture is strangely close to Korean and Japanese culture. In fact, even the language structure is exactly the same. Turkish language shares the exact same language structure as Korean and Japanese, which is why it makes it really easy for me to learn Turkish, because I only need to substitute word for word, and then I can make proper grammatically correct sentences. So simple, If you know Korean or Japanese or Spanish, okay, Turkish becomes extremely easy to learn. That's one thing. Second thing, Turkish people eat rice as staple as well, most people don't know, right? Turkish people eat rice every day, just like East Asian people. And if you're from Singapore, okay, the daily Turkish people don't eat kebab, don't eat durum, all these things. All these things are luxury food, The daily Turkish people eat cai peng, rice, and then you get a few different vegetables and meat together. Eat exactly the same Turkish cai peng. And so you see, in terms of food, in terms of language, in terms of culture and beliefs, in fact, the Turkish culture of Guanxi, the connection culture is also very strong here. It's exactly the same as in China or even in Korea. The East Asian culture of building connections, and the more connections you have, the easier a lot of things become, that kind of things. And if you have deep enough connection, you can overcome and go around bureaucracy, just like East Asian culture, just like China, just like Korea, just like Japan. And it's exactly the same here in Turkey as well. So to me, that's why again, I feel so at home in Istanbul, because everything is very similar, everything is very familiar. Only the people look different, and the language sounds different, but actually it's the same. You just have to exchange word for word. It's very simple to learn. Yeah. So Turkish culture is very close to East Asian culture in a lot of ways. Oh, of course, if you speak Tamil, the language structure is exactly the same as Tamil as well. Kim Teo, the clock cafe is nice. Also the other one, Nok. Nok is very hard to stream from, because Nok you can't find a good angle. You see, like here, I have a good angle to put the camera, and then I can go hands free. But Nok, I have to hold the camera all the way in order to get a good angle. It's not a good. See, all these technical issues of streaming, most people don't know. No, the angles are so important. If there's some place that's been really nice, like no, but there's no good angle for you to position your camera, then you won't work either. I learned a lot. I really learned a lot from live streaming. Oh, DX, hi. I mean, well, some people expect like high quality, flashy cameras, overlay sound. Oh, okay. Then too bad, lor. Too bad. Yeah, I'm not that kind. I'm not that kind, but there's 21 people watching right now. Wow. Oh, little tiny son. Hello, Limpeh. What's up? Little son, tiny son from Singapore. DX Tan from Singapore. Wow. Hello. Mogul Khan X. But Turkish rice is different from East Asia. Ah, not just every East Asia rice is different from each other. Chinese rice is different from Japanese rice. Japanese rice is different from Korean rice. Korean rice is different from Malaysian rice, and Thailand rice is all different. So we can only just take it as rice in general, okay? Little tiny son, thanks for sharing, breaking all these stereotypes. Exactly, breaking stereotypes is what I'm about. Because after being out here for 20 years, I realized this one thing: there's no such thing as stereotypes. Everything you think is true, everything you think is a stereotype. Once you go there for real, it's all different. That's what I really learned in 20 years of living in so many different cultures and countries. Everything that I used to read from when I was young, I didn't travel that much. Growing up, I grew up in an era where Singaporeans are too poor to travel. We, as a family, we never traveled. My parents never brought me anywhere. I didn't know about anything. Everything I learned from books. And ever since I stepped out of Singapore, I realized everything the books were saying were all wrong. Everything. Chopaemon. Yeah, I should have learned Japanese using Chinese instead of English. Oh, you're learning Japanese using English? Ah, good thing. Yeah, learning Japanese using English is tremendously difficult because completely different language structure, completely different vocabulary, nothing in common at all, like zero. Of course, not okay, not absolute zero. There's a lot of English vocabulary in modern Japanese right now. Yeah, so those, but even those sounds damn weird. Like McDonald's is McDonald's. So how is that similar? Mogul X. Turkey is also called Tuje. Ah, Tuje. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Tuje. Istanbul was part of Silk Road, no? Istanbul was the very end of Silk Road. So literally in ancient time, the purpose of Silk Road is actually to connect Istanbul with China. Yes, that is the significance of Istanbul. That's why right now the Grand Bazaar is still around. You know, the Grand Bazaar of Istanbul. That's where the everything around the Silk Road was sold in the Grand Bazaar. Genie's Journal. Wow, a lot of people today. I don't even have time to introduce the place or whatever. Yeah, I like it. Oh, tell me omne. Oh, look at that. See, dogs of Istanbul. People in Istanbul love to have big dogs. A lot of big dogs. Okay, DX at Chopaemon. Oh, Genie. Hello. Why Istanbul out of all the countries? I came to Istanbul because actually last year this time I went to Singapore. I completely expect to be in Singapore. And then during quarantine, actually 1 year ago today, I was live streaming from my quarantine in Singapore. And then I was all over the news in Singapore for one thing I said during live streaming. And the whole of Singapore came onto my channel and bashed me and tried to destroy my channel. And therefore, right after quarantine, I knew I needed to leave Singapore. So I was looking for around, because then I was training in MMA full time. So I needed a country which is open and I can train from. And when I looked all over the world last December, only Istanbul was open. Only Istanbul gyms were open and training. Nowhere else. Nowhere in Europe. Nowhere in Asia. Nowhere in America. So I chose to come to Istanbul. So that is how I came to Istanbul. Completely unintentional, unplanned, and I never expected to be here for one whole year. In 3 days, I celebrate 1 year in Istanbul, 3rd of December. That's when I came to Istanbul. DX. Chopaemon, yeah. For language, use a conduit language that is most similar as much as you can. Yeah. See, once you have learned one new language, you can pretty much learn all the conduits language really easily. Like once you learn Korean, you can pretty much just take up Japanese as a side. It becomes very simple. Turkish people are also called Tujie. Yeah, they are Tujie, definitely. So, Turkish people are ancient Tujie as defined by a Chinese. That's a Chinese name for Turkish Tujie. 土著人 and then 吐蕃人. When you come from the central towards the the Tibetan part, they start to call them 吐蕃. Samuel, I speak Tamil. Oh, vanakkam. Yappadi irukku? I really need to polish out my Tamil. I used to speak Tamil really well a long time ago when I was still in the Navy because I have a lot of Tamil speaking shipmate. Laura Correa, good morning, Laura, good morning. Tiny little son, are you using a tripod? Yeah, I'm using a tripod. Chopaimon at Genie's journal, refer to previous videos. It is fate and destiny. Yeah, it's fate. Yeah. It's fate and destiny that I'm here in Istanbul. In fact, it's fate and destiny that I first went to Korea in the first place. I never expected to be in Korea. Never, to be honest. Like I kept saying, my entire life has been a series of unintended consequences. I never intended to be in Korea. Never. Not crossed my mind once. But I ended up being in Korea for 5 years. I never intended to move to New York, and I moved to New York. I never intended to be here in Istanbul. The only thing that kind of worked according to how I intended, there was only one country that I went by intention. But even so, it screwed up halfway. Japan. I went to Japan to become samurai by intention. Okay, I completely expected to go there and train and become samurai. But the unintended consequence was this. It was cut short because of COVID, and I had to go back to New York because I cannot leave Limbu alone. For those who don't know, Limbu is my wife. I'm married, by the way. But I'm married. See, okay, lately there's been quite a few quite a few ladies who watch my live stream and start to connect with me on Instagram, and they start to hate, they start to realize that I'm not as good a guy they expect. Like when you guys watch my live stream, some of you have this impression that, wow, this guy, wow, I want to be with this guy, this guy is so cool, so funny, so positive, or I want to be with this guy, that kind of feeling. But honestly, when you come around and know me one-to-one or in real life, you won't like me. I guarantee you. Please just understand, you won't like me. Not to mention I'm already married. Okay, not to mention I'm already married. But you will not like me. Why? One example. So one of them, she started to contact me on Instagram, and you know what? She messaged me like 10, 20 times a day. And you know what? I don't actually, you guys think I'm a YouTuber. I use the social media on that. I actually don't know. Apart from this time, I actually don't use the phone or the internet at all. I don't look at news. I don't look at other people's social media. Basically, I live very far away from the internet and the story. I live mostly in the existential real world, and therefore I check my messages on Instagram maybe only once a day. Most people like young generation people, they expect that social media messaging is real time. To me, it's not real time. I only check it once a day. Okay, and therefore I replied the person once a day, and then she went like, oh, am I bothering you? Like you're not replying. And I said, no, this is the real me. The real me is not someone who is stuck on the internet. I don't use the internet much, to be honest. I use it to stream. I put my video, boom, that's it. I throw it aside. I throw my phone aside. No, nothing to do anymore. I do my meditation. I focus on my spiritual practices. That's me, And then this other girl, she's actually here in Istanbul, and they kept asking me for lunch, keep asking me to hang out and things like that, and keep asking me to download certain apps or what, Honestly, I don't do that kind of things. So, guys, I don't make very good friends. I don't make very good boyfriend either, right? Okay, So yeah, I may make a good streamer because I'm sharing a lot of good energy. I'm not even sharing good information. All I'm doing here is sharing energy. I'm giving energy. The talk is just a byproduct of this energy, okay? But the thing is this, please understand, I do not make a very good boyfriend. Neither do I even make a very good friend. I don't even make a very good normal friend because I'm a very abnormal person, right? Everything you think is normal behavior in modern life, I don't do. You think it's very normal to be on social media? I don't. You think it's very normal to hang out for no reason? I don't. You think it's very normal to go drink late? I don't. You know, things like that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. I'm really sorry, that I actually don't make very good friend or boyfriend go to for anyone, okay? Yeah. Not to mention I'm actually married, yeah. Okay, Genie Journal. Mr. Limpeh, thank you for being humble and genuine in sharing your success. Ah, okay. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And Genie, Singaporean in Seoul, living in Seoul right now. You have inspired me to live my life on my own terms. I'm Singaporean living in Seoul right now. Yeah, I know. I saw your messages. I even visited your YouTube channel. You guys, if you want to know more about how a Singaporean's life in Seoul is, of course, first of all, you can check out my channel. I have like 5 years of video about this, but also check out Jeannie. She's starting out in Seoul. She's discovering a lot of things and she's showing them on her through videos on her channel as well. So Jeannie's journal, right? And Jeannie, I really want to link you up with the rest of a very interesting community in Korea if you want to. There's a very very vibrant, very interesting community of Singaporeans in Seoul, and many of them are like Singaporean ladies married to Korean men. So that you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot from them. DX. I jumped this way. Use Hokkien to learn Korean. I use Korean to learn Japanese. For me, I know Japanese since my childhood, so learning Korean was actually relatively easy for me. Elma of Althea. I think people just forget to like the videos. I don't know why your live streams would cause people unsubscribe. Your live streams are very informational and engaging. They are also very responsive. Yeah, I don't know, but over past 3 months that I've been streaming, every single week I lose about 50 subscribers. So honestly, people don't like me as much as I think. Okay, yeah, and okay, people don't like me as much as we all think people like me, right? And but this is also something that applies to everybody in daily life. Today our bad hair day today. That sometimes we think that people like us for certain things, okay, but honestly, 多着是你不知道的事. There's a Chinese song now. Yeah. Oh, you will never know what they're really thinking. You'll never know. So let's just accept that we always do our best. We're shining for people without caring for honestly what people are saying or thinking. Why? Because even if you care, you will never know. You will never know. Nobody can mind read nobody. You can't even mind read your own parents. You can't even mind read your own husband or wives. Yeah. Alpha is from Kathmandu, Nepal. Good morning. Genie's channel. Singapore is so boring after being overseas for a while now. I agree. After 20 years abroad, I can never go. I can't go back to Singapore anymore. That much I know. Yeah. After you have seen the bigger world, you can't go back to the. After you have seen the ocean, you can't go back to the fishbowl anymore. Agio. Hi Limpeh, good morning. Oh, Agio from Kuala Lumpur as well, right? Samuel and Agio are both friends from Kuala Lumpur. If I remember correctly. Good morning, selamat malam. Kim Teo, is it 1 year anniversary already in Turkey? In 3 days' time, 3rd of December, it's 1 year anniversary in Turkey. So this Friday, stand by for a special 1 year anniversary live stream. I still don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking it should be special, but I don't know how to make anything special. So yes, I'm a very boring person. Okay, I'm not a good friend or a good husband. So 别搞我, you know. Mongol can't X. At least Singapore has good food. Netherlands has the most boring place I've ever been to. Oh, I see. Wow, where are you originally from, Mongol? Oh, don't tell me Mongol. You're that Singaporean living in Netherlands. The lady, what's her name? I forgot. Quite famous. Chopaimon. Hi Limpeh, do you think the Turkish also view marriage and union in similar ways as Singaporeans or East Asian? Yes, 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 100%. Yeah, same very tight family values as well. Samio, do you have kids? No. Samio, I'm gonna have to repeat something that I've pretty much been repeating every single live stream. That if you want to live free like me, you cannot have two things. Number one, you cannot have a shitload of debt. You cannot owe a lot of money. Once you owe a lot of money, you're stuck. Second, you cannot have kids. I'm not saying that I know people have kids still travel, but you can travel, but you cannot live like me. Okay. Why? Because you're not committed 100% to bring out a new human being. You better jolly well be 100% committed. If you're not ready to be 100% committed to raising up a new human being, please do not, for God's sake, have a kid. Please, please. This is no longer the ancient time. No? Those ancient time when men have a kid and men have 10 kids and then they go away to roam the world. No, it's not that world anymore. We don't need another generation of very disgruntled and very angry people. We need healthy, capable, happy people on earth, and that only comes from a very good upbringing. Please, if you have a kid or you're deciding to have a kid, please be committed 100%. Please just sacrifice your whole life for your kid. Please do that. If you're not ready to do that, please don't have a kid. Okay, please. We're not short of human beings. In fact, right now, overpopulation, we're not short of human beings. Human being not going extinct. So we are all, not all charged with the responsibility to have kids. I know what the Quran says, I know what the Bible says, but please understand they are written about 2000 years ago. And 2000 years ago, human beings are dwindling. Human beings are not enough. Okay? Were, not are, were. Now it's not that time anymore. No. Tak ada. Tidak. Ania. B, good morning. Good morning, B. From Singapore, mother of 3 children. Amazing. You guys want anything about being, want to know anything about being a mother? Ask B here, B-N-L. Elma, real life is not in the internet. Yeah, I live real life. I live strongly in my real life. I don't live on the internet much. I use Roy. Oh, hi, I use Roy. Welcome to my channel. First time I see you got this name from a channel. Welcome to my live stream. For those of you who are new to my live stream, this is Limpeh. This is my morning live stream every morning here in Istanbul. I take you guys to a different cafe or location here in Istanbul. Grab a coffee and chit chat about anything and everything in life. And where are you from is one of the most complex and difficult to answer questions in the world. Like I keep mentioning, I am very complex. So I think these days the best way to understand it is this. I'm an East Asian guy. Yeah, that's the best way to understand. That's the best representation. Because saying where I'm born, I've been away from the place I'm born too long. I don't even know what it's like anymore. And if I want to talk about my current culture and language culture, it's nothing to do with where I'm born. So, okay, so I think the best way to understand who I am is I am the East Asian. I am a combination of all 3 major East Asian cultures: Chinese, Korean, and Japanese culture. I'm the combination of these 3 cultures. Yeah, I'm a product of these 3 cultures combined. Hava Cooker. Hi, I first saw your face yoga video. Oh, I'm happy to see you in Turkey. Oh, good night then. Oh, Turkey. Wow. I didn't know that I have anti-aging fans here in Turkey as well. Very interesting. Welcome. Good night then. Nasılsınız? Alma of Earth Yellow. Mike Man X. Oh, Mike Man. Hi. Good evening, Mike Man. Social media, the phone can be a distraction to entrepreneurs. Oh yeah, better to just check once a day. or not at all to be productive. Exactly. You don't know how many people do this stupid thing. Okay, let me share. Some people that you check messages every other minute and there's no messages, and therefore when you add up all the time throughout one day that you spend checking messages, you probably spend, I think, okay, as guesstimation, an hour checking messages. Okay, when you only need to do it once a day for 5 minutes, at the end of the day you get all the messages not going to go away. Yeah, at the end of the day, check once, boom, 5 minutes, you clear all your message already. Instead of spending 1 hour, you know how much you can do in 1 hour? Crazy. It's a lot of. I use Roy. Are you from Japan? I'm from a lot of places. Are you? It's very hard to explain, so I'm not gonna explain. Ron Lucas, good morning, Limpeh. Good morning, Ron Lucas from Illinois. Alvin Matt, he's a Singaporean. But it's not fair to say I'm a Singaporean, like I said. I'm only born in Singapore. I don't know what Singapore is like right now. Because when you say, oh, he's a Singaporean, immediately people expect, oh, so he knows what Singapore is about. He eats Singaporean, he thinks Singaporean, he speaks Singaporean. But I don't know what Singapore is about anymore. I don't even know who the president is. I don't honestly, I know nothing about Singapore right now. How do you call me a Singaporean? I don't know. I don't even speak Singaporean anymore. I don't really eat Singaporean anymore. Nothing I do is Singaporean anymore. So it's not a fair representation of what I am anymore. So to me, it's very hard to understand, because when people ask you where you're from, they are trying to get an idea of what you are, to have a representation of what you are. But to me, that representation of a Singaporean is very wrong for me. Very wrong. Yeah. So I don't know how to explain. Little tiny son. It's been a while since we last saw Limbu. Limbu is good. Working in New York. Yeah. We still talk every day though. Yeah. Jeannie's journal. Haha. Thank you. Well, guys, please understand that because there's so many messages, by the time I get to your message, it is probably maybe 5 to 10 minutes later. And so you need to be complete in your message, because I may not know what the ha means anymore. Okay. It's not real time, It's not real time. By the time I get to your message, it's maybe quite a bit later. Elma. Being on the social media can be very stressful. Oh yeah, it's not a stress thing. To me, it's just a waste of time. EB, but TikTok is a bit dangerous. I don't know. I never used TikTok before. Tressa Weave, good morning. Oh, good morning, Tressa. Wow, Tressa is one of my most mysterious viewers, because he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, says good morning and then boom, that's all. Very cool. He or she will be just listening and never commenting anything else. I appreciate that good morning, by the way. Elma, maybe your unsubscribers just wanted to see anti-aging videos. I don't know. But the unsubscribing has been going on for months. And it's been very consistent, no? I would think that people who don't want to see my current content, who only want to see anti-aging, would have all this unsubscribed like a couple of months ago when all these things started. But it's actually very stable. Every week I lose about 50 subscribers from doing this live stream. Very stable. So very soon I'll end up with no subscribers. P, hi Limpeh, hi P. P was the person who started my whole weekend meditation live stream. So thanks, P. Jeannie's journal. Agree with child-free lifestyle. Parents have to be self-aware and take ownership with their life first before having kids. Yep. It's unfair to project their wants on their kids. Yeah. See, it takes a lot to be a good parent. In fact, I think it takes a highly awakened or highly spiritually mature, highly awakened people to be good parents. And I think most people become parents unwillingly or accidentally. That's even worse. But anyway, but just know that kids are not we should not have that traditional idea about having kids anymore. That idea is long gone. About just having kids randomly, let them be, stuff like that, that's olden times. Why olden times you can do that? Because olden times, agricultural societies, you just need a kid strong enough to heave the hoe. That's all you need, you that kid will have little or no impact at all in this world. So it's okay. But today's kids are connected with the whole world. And everything they say, think, and do, everything they are, the very person they are affects the world. So it's, to me, that's the bad thing about the internet right now, that nobody's isolated anymore. That's the problem. Which is why right now, this is an era where we are more eagerly, it's more urgent a task to create better and happier human beings. Because the impact of one more angry, hateful human being in this world, the impact will be a million times more severe than one similar human being born 100 years ago or 50 years ago. Oh. Elmer, being a slave to email and social media is not living. Yeah, it's not living at all. Laura Floyd. Oh, Laura, I haven't seen you in a bit. Welcome. Ophelia Benson, thoughts on the gays? Well, that's a very good question. My best friend in Seoul is gay, right? The thing is this: why care about sexual preferences? What's in it about sexual preferences that it needs to become something like a religion? That I never understood this. I don't care if you like your own sex. I don't care if you like dogs. I don't care what your sexual preference is. That's your own business to me. Yeah, to me, sex is just a very small thing in life. Sex is just one very small element in the whole makeup of the human system, And so everybody's so hijacked by this idea of sex that right now, wow, everybody, human being is literally divided because of your sexual preferences. Wow. To me, dividing mankind based on sexual preferences is as ridiculous as dividing mankind based on the food you eat. Yeah. To me, gay, straight, LGBT, whatever the hell, I don't care about your sexual preferences. And to me, sex is a very small thing in life. Sex is such a small thing, so trivial that by the time you're deep enough in any kind of spiritual practice, you start to see it. It's so trivial that too many people spend too much time, I think, on this issue and making too big a fuss about this issue. Yeah. To me, you can like your own sex. You can even like dogs, whatever. I don't care. Okay. To me, you're just human being. You have your own preference of food. You have your own preference of hobbies, and you have your own preference of sexual release. To me, doesn't matter. Doesn't affect me at all. I see you only as a human being, not man, not female, not any race. No, you're just human being to me. In fact, I see you as skeleton. If people learn to see human beings just as skeleton, everybody will look the same. Yeah, there's no difference in this. Okay, okay, let's just say that the kind of difference is very academic, but we can just say that there's no difference. When you look at two skeletons, you don't know if it's an Asian or Caucasian or black or whatever. Okay. Shishish, namaskaran, Shishish from Bharata. Doing well today, thank you. Elma, hi Tressa. RG, hi RG, another freedom lifestyler like myself. Hi, how are you? Have an incoming phone call in 20 minutes. Oh, do your phone call. I'm always here. Guys, do your life. Like I said, if one day I become a spiritual teacher, my core message is just this: stop reading and start living. Stop watching anything. Stop reading anything. Stop watching my live stream. Go out there and live life. This is my central message. Apart from giving energy. Actually, nothing I say on my live streams matter. The only thing that matters is I'm giving out energy. Consciously, I'm doing it. This has been my purpose and intention since day one. Okay, everything I can share our experience is just for fun. It's just entertainment. But it's the energy that you get from me that is the real thing I'm giving, right? And take this energy and go into the world and spread it to the next person. Don't get stuck on my channel. Yeah, I'm always here. As and when you feel like it, you come back. But please, don't see coming to my live stream as some kind of a job you have to do every day. No. Get enough energy from me and then go out and spread that energy. If you appreciate what I'm doing here and you appreciate my vision of a better world through spreading of positive energy, you do this. You take my energy and you spread it. Go out there and spread it to the next person. Chopaemon, it is interesting how you talk about how life takes you in places where you were never expected. Was marriage plan part of your plan? Very sensitive question. I'm not going to answer because my wife watched this thing. Little tiny son. I think most couples in Singapore just become parents because they think it's the next step, to progress in their relationship. Anything different is being rebellious or deviant, sadly, You know, all my life I've had Singaporean adults. I know a lot of very old Singaporean back when I was in China. They all told me the same thing. This is the most classic that I've ever heard. I'm gonna quote. 人是话，话是人，这个是真自然的。Okay, that was what. This is the exact word. Basically, what it means is this: I was born by someone, and therefore I should give birth to someone. That is the natural order of things. It's no different from being an animal. Yeah, no different. Human beings not like that. We're born with an intellect for a reason. Yeah. Dopaemon, I have to agree. A tiny son. Oh, I'm so happy that you guys are talking to each other. So it's not just about me. Really, this is a community here. A community of people who eventually you know each other, connect with each other, and then we build a race of positive human being on earth. That will be very powerful. Nothing else, you want to change the world, you don't need money, don't change the world. Building a big company don't change the world. You know what changed the world? Changing yourself. Becoming the most positive, the most well-balanced, living the best life that you can is the best thing you can do for the world. Because when you are such a person, the next person who sees you being such a person, they get affected. They get influenced and they want to become that. And that rolls on and on. Okay? Making a ton of money, trying to save the world, trying to help the hungry. Honestly, I'm sorry, it doesn't change the world. On the other hand, people like Mother Teresa who have not a bloody cent is changing the world. Yeah? So let's just understand. A lot of people keep saying, when it comes to talking about changing the world, they say, I need to earn more money before I can change the world. I need to earn more money before I can help people. Nonsense. These are all excuses. Or these are just misunderstandings given to you by other people who misunderstood. You never needed money to do anything in this world. I'm going to tell you the truth. You never needed money to do anything in this world. Anything. You can name me anything. I will tell you a way to do it without money. So what exactly does money buy? Yeah, a lot of people ask me what? Yeah, if you don't understand money only buy one thing. If you do not understand this one thing that money buys, you will be chasing after money all your life for nothing. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna tell you guys the big mind blower. There is only one thing money buys. Money don't buy happiness. Money don't buy anything you think it buys right now. Money only buys one thing. Time. Money only buys one thing. Time. The difference between someone with money and someone without money doing the same thing is that the person with money does it faster, that's all. For example, if you're in Singapore and you want to go to Thailand, you have money, you take a plane, it's only 1 hour. But you have no money, you can still go to Thailand walking if you want. You walk to Thailand, it takes a few months, but you will reach there. If you're a rich guy and you like this girl, you drive out with a Ferrari, maybe you get her in 2 days. Of course, I'm not saying all girls are like that, okay? I don't believe girls are like that. I'm just quoting an example. But a guy with no money, but full of sincerity, may take one month or 2 months to woo the same girl. But the end effect is the same. The end effect is the same. This is the only thing, apart from everything that is imaginary, that money buys. What are the things that imaginary that money buys? Branded things. Things so-called luxury things that the luxury value exists only in everybody's imaginations, without which has no value at all. Okay, those things, okay, are what you're paying for. So that money is not buying you luxury. Money is only the luxury is only an idea in everybody's head. So you're not buying anything by spending that money in existential reality. So in the end of the day, the only thing money buys you is time, and therefore, this is the problem. I know a lot of people who are poor who became rich, and you know what? They didn't know what to do with the time. When you become rich, the first thing you feel very strongly is suddenly you have a lot of time. Why? Because everything you used to do, you do much faster now. And you clear everything very quickly. And suddenly you have a lot of time and you don't know what to do with your time. And you know what people with that kind of time they do? They self-destruct. Yes. So for most people, that's why having no money is better than having money. Because people who don't know what to do with their time, with the money and the extra time, they self-destruct. And that's why you see a lot of stories, right? That rich people they self-destruct. And then you tell yourself, oh, they're so stupid. When I'm rich, I won't be like them. I'm sorry, when you're rich, you're gonna be exactly like that. Yeah, 100%. If right now, right here, you do not know the value of your time, which in actual fact, time do not existentially exist either. So, what we are calling time is simply life. So if you do not know what you're gonna do, what your life is about, what to do with your life, by the time you have money, the only thing you're gonna do with money is to destroy this very life. Yep. So all this is in brief. No, I can talk about this topic for hours. Okay, so I'm trying to make it very brief so that you can understand very quickly what money is all about. From the point of view of a financial professional. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. RG, making coffee, listening to a live chat. Where are you right now, RG? You know, RG has been tuning into my live stream like over the past 1 month. And over the past 1 month, she has been from, I don't know, from somewhere to Paris, from Paris to Switzerland, Zurich, to right now, don't know where. Not living my lifestyle is not rare. Many people are doing it. People like RG, not just RG, CHT as well, not just CHT, MC as well. A lot of my viewers live this lifestyle, by the way. Big kind monkey, we are all humans. Yeah, so act like humans. We're all humans, so act like humans. Huh? Act like humans means what? Very simple, no? Use the one thing that we have the animals don't. Use your fucking brain. 妹，Limpeh早，您早，早上好。Elmer, I care if humans have a sexual preference for non-human animals. Acting on that preference is exploitative and an abuse of power. For me, that's their own personal thing, the personal responsibility. If I see someone doing it in front of me, maybe I think differently. But I've never seen it happening existentially in front of me. So to me, that again exists only as an idea. And to me, anything that's an idea, that's merely an idea, and not existential reality, I don't care. Rachel, yeah, you are esoteric. About what? See, again, guys, you guys need to be very complete in your sentences, because by the time I come round to your message, it may be 10 minutes later or even 15 minutes later, and I cannot connect what you're saying anymore. Sometimes I can, most times I can't. So please try to be as complete in your sentence as possible. Like Rachel from Singapore, yeah, you're esoteric, but about what? So I can't connect really. Oh, stoner for life. A bold person just walked past. It's good luck. I welcome all the good luck. I welcome all the bold people. Please come. Elma, I don't care about LGBT either. There's too much PDA in our face. I don't even know what's PDA. People's intimate relationships should be private and special. Username Amanda. Username is Amanda, isn't it? Morning wisdom machine. You know, I hope you guys understand. I'm not a wisdom machine. I have no wisdom at all. Everything I say is just my own personal experience, and therefore it may or may not be relevant to you guys. 100% of everything I say is from my personal experience. Everything that I've only read about in books or on news, I never talk about. Okay, everything is just my own personal experience, which means it may or may not be relevant to you guys. So may or may not be wisdom. Okay, I don't know what to call it. I don't care, but understand that I'm not teaching nobody nothing. I'm just sharing my own experience, and it's 100% my own experience. I'm not even preaching from some book or textbook. Okay, and understand that I'm not a wisdom machine, but I'm some kind of machine. I'm a positive energy machine. And this positive energy, this energy that I'm giving you guys right here, right now. This is the whole purpose. The very purpose, the only purpose of my live stream since day one this has been my intention, my conscious intention to give my energy forward. Alright? Rachel Planets. Agree with you on kids and overpopulation. Yeah, right now this is the time for quality children. We're not short of human beings anymore. There was a time when we were really short of human beings. Yeah, there was a time, but this is no longer that time. RG, yeah. Some people who win the lottery lose it all within the first year or two. Some people don't know how to be rich and handle a lot of money. They spend it very quickly. Yeah. Money is no solution for nothing. You can do, like I said, you can do everything, okay, right here, right now, without money, that you think you can only do with money. Whatever you think you can only do with money, right here, right now, I can tell you a way to do it without money. You know? Elma, sorry, PDA is public display of affection. Oh, skinship. In Korea, we call it skinship. Stoner for life. I just had a great idea making a lamp out of gemstones and beach glass. I'm pretty baked. I'm raiding the fridge for a good holiday. So stay safe. Love you, bro. Stoner. I love you, Stoner. I love you so much. I love Stoner so much because why? There is no barrier between his emotions and his behavior. This guy is very close to enlightenment. Username. Where are your Korean tips are relevant and wisdom to me? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, username. It's now studying in Korea, right? Well, you know, you guys sometimes I have to keep be reminder. I try to remember everybody. It's not easy. Yeah. Jopaemon, Stoner for life. Wow, I've always wanted to make my own lamp. There you go. Both of you link up. Elma, I hope we're giving you energy too. Yeah. You know, without seeing the person on video or what, it's very hard to receive energy. So honestly, the energy I feel is very one way. I just keep giving out energy consciously. I don't receive energy from this, to be honest. I receive energy quite exclusively from my pranayama, from my kriyas, from my yoga. Yeah, and of course from my Pranic Diet. And for those of you who just joined my live stream, well, at last I got time to introduce my live stream. This is a live stream where every morning I bring you guys to a different cafe or location here in Istanbul, grab a coffee, and then talk about everything, which you might have realized by now. We really talk about everything. And this is a very beautiful, not so beautiful. Today is a very stormy autumn morning here in Istanbul, but not cold. Today is a 15 degrees Celsius. So you see, I'm totally dressed down, short sleeve on the inside, and the storm just died down, so the rain just stopped a little bit. You know, just 5 minutes ago it was still raining, so the rain is like and then stop, and then stop. So when I woke up and I was doing my sunrise yoga, it was storming heavy. It's like, so I was thinking, shit, today I have to do this at home. But about at 9:30, I start at 10 a.m. Turkey time. About 9:30, suddenly it just stopped. And so here I am in my favorite book cafe, Kitab Kuala Book Cafe, where I get a very nice seat here. This is almost exclusively my seat right now. A beautiful 3 stories bookshop. This is actually more bookshop than cafe. It's just a bookshop with a few tables here and there and selling coffee, that's all. And you see, it's a huge bookshop with a basement, a first floor, and a second floor. And this place is called Kitab Kuala, so they sell all kinds of koala soft toy as well. And there is actually a resident street cat here as well. I'm wondering if he or she is around. I think he's not around. The street cat usually sleeps on this seat here, but today they took out this seat with books. So the street cat, I don't know where he or she went. Is he here? No. So you see, this bookshop is really huge, really huge. And this is not even like an exclusively huge or famous bookshop. This is just quite regular. Istanbul has huge bookshops and anime and manga in Turkish language. I love this manga very much. Arjin in Turkish language. You guys know Arjin? See in Turkish language. Arjin in Turkish language. Interesting, huh? Oh, the big bad guy of Arjin in Turkish language. Yeah. You guys know this manga? I love Arjin when it was out. It was a cool idea. Yeah, after a while, the idea become very stale. Okay, let's check some messages. Username? No, man, I'm not studying in Korea. I've just seen your Korean vids where you're there. Love it. Use your tips when went there. Have been a sub since. Oh, I see. Very jumbled up. I try to remember all of you, what you do, where you're from, and things like that, so we can relate like friends, you know. But it's really hard. Old man brain. Can't remember so much. Very old man brain. Okay, let's check messages. Stoner, anime is good. Oh, there's a difference between anime and manga, by the way. That's manga. Anime is what you watch on TV. Yeah, that's anime. But on books, it's called manga, or in Korean, manhwa. Mike Man X. Last I watched was Attack on Titan. Oh, that was a one. Oh, that's very old. Attack on Titan. Do you play the game? The game is cooler than the. I don't really like the anime, Attack on Titan anime. I like the game better. Username, wow, nice bookstore. Yeah, this place is officially my favorite place to stream from. You see, such a great angle. The camera can be placed at an extremely good angle. You can see the outside, what's happening in Istanbul, with a good setting and the good backdrop here. Just like, it's not easy to find a good place to stream from. You know, some people, if you've never streamed before, you think like just going to a cafe, set up a camera, what's so difficult? Oh, it's very difficult. Some places and some cafes you simply don't have the angle to put your camera. Simply doesn't exist. So hard. Yeah. Elmer, nice space. I definitely go there to hang out. 2 bookstores that I will go to recently closed. Oh, yeah, quite sad. Stoner for life. I watch Redo Healer. Forgive me, Lord. Huh? What's Redo Healer? I don't know. My Man X. I play Overwatch. Oh, very old for games lately. But yeah, that was the last anime I watched. What character do you play on Overwatch? I don't do FPS much anymore. Too old for FPS. Do you know that you can literally be too old for FPS? FPS is all about reaction time. Once you take the reaction time test and your reaction time is slower than 0.5, forget FPS. You're not gonna have fun. You're just gonna be steamrolled every single time. You're gonna be noobish all the way. Chopaimon. Last I watched was Demon Slayer. Oh, okay. That is like, Demon Slayer is the worst sensation right now here in Istanbul. A lot of young people, they watch Demon Slayer and they come up to me asking me if I'm Japanese, and then they show me their t-shirt as well. They wear the Demon Slayer t-shirt. Mizu no kokyu, ichi no waza. But Demon Slayer is a very good anime in that it brought a new wave of interest in the Iaido, Kenjutsu, Kendo, traditional Japanese martial arts and culture. So it's actually a really good anime for Japan. Chopaimon, fantastic topic to talk with Japanese and Taiwanese. And not just Japanese, Taiwanese, everywhere, even in America, even here in Turkey. Mark Chit Horn, I miss the cafes in Korea. Wow, welcome Horn. First time seeing your name on my live stream. Welcome. After I come to Istanbul, right, I don't miss the cafes in Korea anymore. There are more. Istanbul, in this area I live in, has the highest density of cafe that I've ever seen anywhere in the world, and so beautiful. everyone is so unique, so beautiful. You know, after I come to Istanbul, I don't miss the cafes in Korea anymore. I used to. I used to. My man X. Yeah, a lot of people say Overwatch is a dead game. I play tank. Oh, okay, tank and hawk. Overwatch is old. Overwatch was the era when I first went to Korea. That was the Overwatch era. That's a long time ago, almost 10 years ago. Oh my god. Username, yeah, Korean ones are the best at Mark. Oh, but honestly, the Istanbul ones are better. For me right now, in my experience. Oh, the dog walkers of Istanbul. That's the dog walker, by the way. Mike Man X. Yeah, I've been into gaming a long time while playing the original Quake and Quake 3. Ah, so you're my era person. I, I, I started with Doom, by the way, not even Quake. I still remember how new Quake used to be, okay? I came from Doom and Doom 2. And then Diablo 1. Oh, then Diablo 1 was a hit. And then comes Quake and Quake 3. Quake 3 was a hit. Yeah. And StarCraft, for me, my RTS was Dune. Dune 2. Username, his fat side is a second ass. I don't know what that means. Like I said, guys, by the time I come to your message, it could be like 10-15 minutes later sometimes. So you need to be very complete in your sentence. So I don't know what you're saying. Stoner for life. If you're interested in original Australian movie, look up this actor. He died yesterday. Best or Aboriginal actor bat ever. David Dallin. Such a loss. Hope he died well and left a good legacy. Mark Chithorn, I've been a long time supporter lately, but I've not seen you on my live stream before. Not now, not in Istanbul, and not even when I was streaming in Singapore last year this time. So yeah, and I don't remember seeing your comments on any of my videos either. So I'm sorry. You've been a long time, but you're not made yourself known. Now I know you. Thank you. Thanks for following. How do you know about my channel, Hon? Chupaimon. With the density of the cafes in Istanbul, isn't it very competitive? I guess they would need to more than you need interiors to attract customers. The interesting thing about Istanbul is this, how do I put it? People don't really care about doing business. People don't really look like they care about money. I see a lot of businesses that just exist with no customers and they are happy. The shopkeepers just come out and drink tea with each other every day. I see that every day. I see shops in Istanbul that should have closed down. If the same shop in America, in Korea and Singapore, they would have closed down a long time ago, but they all exist. People here don't really care. That's why I think people here are a lot happier. They don't seem to care much about money. Yeah, here in Istanbul. But it is my personal experience, by the way, huh? If you are from Turkey, you may think differently. Mike Man X. I remember of that. I played Doom also on DOS. Yeah. Dune 2, Battle for Arrakis. Yeah. Dune 2, Command and Conquer. Wow, when Command and Conquer came out, Command and Conquer was the first RTS game that featured, when you click on the thing says something, featured the bug. It was so huge then, Command and Conquer. I played that during RTS boom in the late 90s. Wow, so Mike Man is almost my age. Yeah? We're probably the same age. Mid-40s? Jopaimon, if you don't care about business, you only mean one thing, very low rental in Texas. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, some of these shops that I've seen open for the past 1 year should not have existed. They should not have been able to last a year. They are very niche shops with absolutely no customers. I've never seen anyone in those shops, and they are still around. So, Istanbul is that great a place to live, There's very low levels of social pressure. Very low. No, I can't even feel any form of social competition here at all. I can't feel it. In some countries I go to, like New York, like Seoul, like Singapore, you can immediately feel the competition in the air. But not here, no. Here everybody's just taking it easy. Mike Man, yeah, I'm 42. Yeah. Only people our generation, our era would know all this. Have you made friends with cafe owners? Oh yeah, a lot. Almost every cafe owner, they add me on YouTube and everything. And when I go to these cafes, I don't have to order anything. I just say eine, meaning just give me the same. They know what the same is. Even here, in a few cafe, I just go and I say eine. They know. This guy is one chocolate chip cookie with the coffee. They all know. Mike Man, Total Annihilation was another great RTS game. Oh, that one is too new for me. Total Annihilation is already new for me. A great soundtrack. Username, careful, they're looking at you through the window. It's okay. They can look at me all they want. Why careful? There's no danger here. I mean, this face is meant for looking. This is what they'll do. One of these days I'll make them look all over me. Horn, yes, never comment before. I watched your videos back in 2018 when I went to Korea for holiday. Oh, wow, who knows? 2018 was in Korea. We might have met each other on the streets. Chopoimon, do you see many other East Asian faces along the street? Oh, a lot. Last year when I first came on the 3rd of December, so this Friday would be my 1 year in Istanbul. When I first came last December, wow, no Asian face at all. But over the past 2 months, I've been seeing a lot of Chinese, and indeed in my area, a lot of Korean. Every time I come out, I see Koreans. A lot of Koreans, a lot of Chinese, and occasionally Japanese. A lot. And not to mention, okay, one more thing. This face can be Turkish as well. There's Asian Turkish as well. A lot. A lot of Asian Turkish and Asian Muslims who are Turkish as well. So we need to understand that. East Asian Turkish, yes, a lot. I see a lot of East Asian Turkish as well. And you can always tell because they dress, talk, and behave like Turkish. So you can always tell them apart. Alpha is your eyes is getting brighter. Username, do you take special care of your hair? No special care. But if you go to my channel, I do wash my hair or I do take care of my hair in certain ways. So go to my channel and just search for hair, and you see all my videos about hair care. Yeah, I do certain things for my hair. Otherwise, I would have started shedding. My family sheds. My brother is like halfway up, a younger brother. It's like halfway like that. My family sheds, my genetic sheds. But because of everything that I've been doing, I've been able to like slow down the process quite a lot. Hon, remember your videos at Merlion Cafe? There you go, Merlion Cafe. Ken and people, if you guys are watching, 안녕하세요, 잘 지내셨어요? 여기서 새로운 싱가포르 서울 거주 있는 싱가포르 사람 있잖아요. 지니 저너라고 하는 이 사람은 이제 싱가포르 사람인데 이제 서울에서 거주하고 있어요. 혹시 만나게 되면 인사 전부 해달라고. Alpha is wow. I don't know what wow is for, Alpha. Again, I want to preach. Please type in complete sentences because by the time I read your message, it could be many minutes later. I cannot connect. I can't connect what this wow is for. I cannot connect. It's not real time, So try to be as complete in sentence as possible so I understand what you're trying to say. Stoner for life should do a karaoke night. I did a karaoke night. You missed it. Sheesh, yes for karaoke. I did. You guys all missed it. Username, do you still do leaves? No, I don't. I tore my scapula and my rotator cuff. That's why I quitted martial arts. That's why and how this live stream started. If I'm still training full time, I won't be doing this live stream. Yeah. For those of you who are curious about my full-time training as a fighter, go to my other channel called Limpeh BJJ Journey. Okay, that's my other channel that show you my daily trainings, how I train 12 hours a day, every day. Username, do you speak Korean? Yeah, I speak Korean. Korean is my culture right now. That's why I keep saying it's not easy to, when some people say, where are you from? It's not easy for me to answer that kind of question. I'm more closer Korean than Singaporean right now. Much closer. Even the food I make at home is all Korean myself. I know the streets of Korea way better than Singapore right now. Yeah. So how to say I'm Singaporean? I don't know. It's very hard to say. I'm closer. I'm close. My wife's Korean even. I'm closer Korean than Singaporean. So it's very hard to tell people when people ask, "Oh, where are you from?" It's very hard to tell. Rachel, esoteric, about your earlier topic that you might not be an easy person to be friend with. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm an esoteric person, by the way. I'm a very terrible friend and a very terrible boyfriend and an even worse husband. Okay, so like I said, lately I've been getting people who watch my live stream. They like what they're seeing. They think, wow, like making friends or having this guy as boyfriend must be one of the most amazing thing in the world. And they try to hit me up on my Instagram. They try to ask me out and try to leave messages. Honestly, I don't have time for that kind of thing. I make very terrible friends. I don't hang out. I simply don't. And I don't check messages. I probably check messages like once a day. And by the time I check, I have like 10 messages from the same person. Like, I'm not what you expect of a normal person. And therefore, I make a very terrible boyfriend. I make a very terrible husband. I'm married, but over the past year, I'm here in Istanbul. I'm not even with my wife. That's what you experience being my wife. Can you take it? Can you take it? Can you take a husband who is never around? And people keep asking me out for drinks or hang out. I don't. I simply have no time for that. Would you want a friend whom you can never ask out? And then there's some who ask me to install some certain apps, what Hangout or Couch or whatever. I don't know what these apps are. I don't need those apps, so I won't even install the apps you ask me to install. So honestly, I make a terrible friend. So just understand that what you see here is a great live streamer. It's a person doing this live stream for the express purpose of giving positive energy into this world. But I make a very terrible friend. I make a very terrible boyfriend and an even worse husband. I'm a husband. Shish, I mean another karaoke. Oh no, I'm not gonna do another karaoke. Entity. Cheers, Limpeh. Entity. Entity. 日本語喋るの? Welcome to my live stream. First time I see your name. Entity, welcome to my live stream. For those of you new to my live stream, this is a live stream where every morning I go to take you guys to a different cafe or location here in Istanbul, grab a coffee, and honestly, really chat about everything and anything. Today I have a bad hair day. And today is a very stormy day here in Istanbul. It's all wet and everything. But not cold at all. This is autumn, but today is 15 degrees Celsius. And like 2 days ago, it was like 5 degrees Celsius, 4 degrees Celsius. Today and yesterday was unusually hot. Yesterday was 22 degrees Celsius. Crazy. Username, don't you fear the wife cheating cause you're away for so long? If my wife is that kind of person, I wouldn't have married her in the first place. I wouldn't have waited 43 years I wouldn't have waited 42, 43 years to know and be settled with a girl if she's not exactly the type that I'm looking for. Okay. Basically this. My wife is kind of like exactly like me. She's very busy with her job. She has very strong ambitions around the world. She even runs her own business. She has honestly no time for bullshit. Her life is exactly like me, and that's why we attract each other. And then normal girls down the street will never be attracted to me, and I will never be attracted to them. Never. Any girl who is living a normal so-called everyday life will never be attracted to me. Never. And I will never be attracted to them. Never. Limbu is that special. Limbu is that special a girl that I waited 40 plus years for. She had no time for all this kind of guy, girl bullshit. She's, she's so focused on her life. She's so focused on creating the life that she wants. Early 30s right now. I met her when she was in her late 20s, and every day she's so focused on achieving her goals in life. And every step I saw her just achieving, manifesting every step of what she wants to become. Just such an amazing person. She's actually quite famous as well in Korea. All over the news for what she did as a international nurse, for humanitarian projects, and her dream and goal of moving to New York. At every step she made every step come true. And and this year she was invited back to Korea to talk about all these experiences. She is very busy, very famous, no time for bullshit. Chopaemon. My grandma always says to back away from people who wears a wedding band. But the thing is this, this is one thing. If your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend is someone you have to worry about cheating, then forget it. Just forget it, right? I think that's kind of like the bottom line. Yeah, if you have to worry about someone cheating on you all the time, forget it. It's not a relationship, right? Shish, I'm so intolerant to cold. How are you coping? I think I live in 4 seasons for 20 years. And I love the cold. My favorite temperature, my best temperature is 60 degrees Fahrenheit at 60% humidity. That's when I function the best. 60 degrees Fahrenheit is probably what, 18 degrees Celsius maybe? Chopaemon. Mr. Limpeh, to meet someone you are compatible with is a huge blessing. It is fate and destiny too. Yeah. But the most important thing is understand that you're perfectly fine alone. So why should anyone even be desperate or in need to look for someone? No, honestly, please understand that you're much freer, much better, much happier alone. All human beings are. The moment you take on someone, you're taking on responsibility and burden, no matter how you look at it. Okay, the happy hormones only last that long, right? And yeah, like I said, if you love yourself enough, you don't need another body to complete your life. You are complete on your own. For me, limbo complete me in ways that are very subtle, in ways that is very hard to explain. But honestly, I'm perfectly fine alone. I've lived alone most of my life. L5. Actually, after quitting sugar oil, I get better skin. Yeah, sugar is so bad. After you quit sugar, immediately you will notice a difference. And meditation also helping me to be in peace. Yeah, and L5 from Kathmandu, Nepal, I'm very impressed by a nunchaku. Wow, L5 does a really professional looking nunchak routine. Where from her? How long do you learn your nunchucks for, L5? Very impressive. Elma, need to get rid of sugar and oil. Not hard. Just go on a Pranic Diet. Raw nuts and fruits. Immediately you're off bad sugar and oil. You're off bad sugar and bad oil. And you get the good oil from the nuts and the good sugar from the fruits. Well, Alphas have been doing the nunchucks for 10 years. No wonder. Look, your nunchucks are super professional. I can't do that. If I do the nunchuck like this, I'll break my nose. In case you guys don't know what nunchucks are, is that the Bruce Lee thing, the Bruce Lee weapon. What? Wow! The Bruce Lee thing. That's nunchucks. Kid passing by looking at me. Wow, the sky is really clearing up now. So the storm has passed, the morning storm. So yep. Looks like no. Chickpeas are really good. All forms of nuts are good. Oh, you know the best is peanuts. Peanuts or ground nuts is the best. I eat chickpeas with rice. I put chickpea with rice and eat with rice. That's good. Kongpap. In Korea we call it kongpap. Kongpap. You know we used to feed chickpeas to chickens. Chopaimon. I love macadamia. Yep. Eat more of raw nuts and make sure you soak them with water and get rid of the skin. Soak them in water for at least 8 to 10 hours to start the sprouting process. So that you're eating alive nuts, not dead nuts or sleeping nuts. There is a difference. You get different things. And always remove the skin, because the skin of nuts contains a toxin to keep insects away from the nuts. And it's the toxin that causes inflammation. See, when you eat a lot of nuts, you get inflammation, right? Especially in the throat. It's because of the skin. You have to remove the skins. I do that every single morning. I remove the skins from my peanuts, soak them in water for 8 to 10 hours, and I eat every day like this, and I never had a problem. I never had inflammation or Singaporeans will call pudra. I never had pudra. Elma, I'm trying to work on eating more real food. I've noticed that I don't crave sugary food as much after eating real food. Yeah, exactly. In fact, I would say that as long as you have made up your mind, it takes no more than a week to quit sugar, because you just have to replace your meals, and after a week, honestly, you get used to it. Chopaimon, learn something new about nuts. This is what we call the Pranic Diet. So now, food gives you both two things, but science has only pinned down one thing. Food gives you calories and prana. Calories for physical work, prana for mental energy work. That's why there's a lot of food you eat that makes you fat but tired every day. Yes? Those are negative prana food. And there are food you eat that give you a lot of mental energy but maybe not a lot of physical energy. Okay, like vegetables, fruits. Yeah? So if you need more mental energy than physical energy, like me right now, research this thing on Google called the Pranic Diet. Okay, Pranic Diet. The Pranic Diet is what I do right now. Right? But I don't talk about the Pranic Diet much on my channel because I need to do it for a longer period of time in order to know it better. I don't think I know it enough to make videos about. Username. Do you know how to cook fried rice? Username, go to my channel, search for Korean food, and you will see all the food that I can cook. I have an entire playlist showing you guys stuff that I cook in Korea. Elfast. But honestly, any man who lives alone knows how to cook. Yeah, you get forced by circumstances to know how to cook. So any guys in your life who tell you they can't cook, yeah, they're all bullshitting. You put them on a deserted island and they start cooking. Yeah. Oh. Alpha is my relatives were shocked. About what? Chopaimon, fried and junk food, one Thai easily. Alpha is after I quit oily food and sugar. I still love my biryani, by the way. Nothing's gonna take my biryani away from me. Okay. Biryani, nothing's gonna Nothing's gonna stop my love for you. You ought to know by now how much I love you. One thing you can be sure of, I never ask for more than biryani. Nothing's gonna what? It's not stop. What's that? Can't remember. Chopaimon, are you a vegetarian by any chance? I eat mainly vegetables, but look, I don't label food. Don't label a person as vegetarian or pescatarian or anything. The moment you label these things, it becomes a religion. It becomes a belief. Okay? No, don't. Food should not become a belief. Food is not religion. You may eat mainly vegetable, but when you come to a situation where there's some meat, good meat, or a situation where your family eats, you eat. No, don't be religious about food. Don't start labeling food like religion, please. Don't label sex like religion. Don't label food like religion. These things cause nothing but division. Okay? Everybody should just eat whatever they need at that point of time. Alright? So I eat mainly vegetables now, but doesn't mean that I'm vegetarian. If I have to eat meat, I eat meat. And I've eaten a lot of meat over the past 1 year when I was training as a fighter. So you eat based on what you need. And therefore you need to come to an understanding of what you need so that you know how to eat. Right? Don't ever make food a religion, please. Mankind has created too much division with things that should not have been divided. Mankind divided by sexual preferences, divided by food preferences, divided by vaccination or not. Oh my God. Let's stop with labeling, classifying human beings. Human beings are one human being. Stop classifying, stop dividing. Yeah, even stop with the race nonsense. That's why when also this is the other thing. People ask me where I'm from. I don't like this question. What does it matter where I'm from? Know me as I am. Don't label me. Yeah, this is all the problem in the world today, that mankind dividing and classifying and segregating fellow human beings into different types, and therefore see each other as separate, and therefore create all kinds of nonsense problems in this world that is completely unnecessary. Yeah. So starting from my channel and my viewers, let's commit ourselves to stop labeling people, stop labeling practices, know humans as just humans. It's the easiest thing to do, but everybody finds this easiest thing to do pretty hard to do. I don't know why. Username, have you been to Bali? Of course I've been to Bali. All Singaporeans have been to Bali. All Singaporeans have been to pretty much everywhere in Indonesia and Malaysia. Alpha is biryani is oily. Yes, biryani is oily, but nothing's gonna change my love for you. You ought to know by now how much I love biryani. Shish, nothing gonna change my love for you. You wanna know? Yeah, I just remembered. Biryani, growing up, my mom used to tell me one thing. My mom said, if one day you get married, you need to marry an Indian girl. Why? Because I love biryani that much. Like every day I can eat biryani growing up. Alphas, that's why I have quit those kind of foods. Gary, you're looking good in suit. Thank you. Not really a suit though, just a blazer. Not suit, just a blazer. Suit means one set. That's called suit. This is called blazer. Blazer. Jopaimon, I agree. Food is a relationship, not a religion. There are a lot of people I know who are strictly vegan or vegetarian. Yeah, and then when they label themselves as a vegetarian, what happened? There's a division in their world again. I'm vegetarian, you're not. I eat this, you don't eat this. And when they find themselves in certain situations, they start to say, no, I don't do this kind of thing. Come on, don't divide mankind like that. Don't divide humans like that. It's unnecessary, completely unnecessary. Alphas, I'm practicing zero oil food. It's already 12 days. Great. If it works for you, okay, if it works for you. Shish, shish, Limpeh, you're my favorite human. Thank you, shish, shish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I forgot how to say thank you in Tamil. I know you don't speak Tamil. I'm trying to remember my Tamil. Can't remember. Oh man, I can't remember. Oh, suddenly sunny. Ooh, my other kind of least favorite weather. But yes, please know me just as a human being. That's why you see on my channel, I don't even talk about my name. I don't want to be labeled by anything. I don't talk about my name. I don't talk about my education background. Yes, you realize I never spoke about which university I graduate from or anything. I never speak about, basically, I'm all about being a human, just a human, or if you, or maybe by representation, just an East Asian human. I don't want to be labeled by anything. I'm all about breaking attachments, breaking bondages, breaking fixed identities, break the. I'm all about achieving the true ultimate freedom. Freedom from identity, freedom from bondages, and therefore I don't want any of these things to stick to me. I don't even want my name to stick to me. I don't want my name. I don't want my parents. I don't want my families. I don't want my schools. I don't want my nationality. I don't want any labels or anything to stick to me. I just want to be. I just want to exist and be seen as a human being, the most generic, the most original form of human being with no labels and no identities. No race, no nothing. Elma, what about cyborgs? You you know you know most people are cyborg right now actually. Shish, shish. What's your astrological sign? Don't really want to talk about that. Astrological sign is another thing that labels people. I don't want to be labeled that way anymore. Chopaemon, never intended to label. I know, I'm just sharing. Chopaemon, don't take it personal. I'm just sharing. Sharing for everybody's benefit. The terms are plainly for communication purpose. I mean, it's quicker than type, do you eat solely vegetables? So sorry. No, 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 no. It's for everybody. It's because, like I say, I'm taking any opportunity to help people to break away from this kind of limit. Basically, I'm taking every opportunity to bring awareness to the state of division of mankind so that we can choose to become inclusive, so that we can choose to stop being divisive. I'm just trying to do my part for the world. Yeah, I'm not targeting against you, no. Chupaemon, don't take this wrongly. Right? I'm using any opportunity I can to spread my message. I do have a message to share through on my live streams. Apart from my energy, of course, my energy is the main thing. Okay, in the end of the day, messages are just rubbish. But I do have a message to share, which is non-divisive, inclusive humanity. That's my message. Alpha, 谢谢你. RG, I'm back. Wow, you're back and I'm still around. What? 1 hour 38 minutes? I got to end soon. No, battery's running out. Chopaemon, yep, no worries. And yeah, thank you guys for being with me. Wow, today has been awesome discussion all around, non-stop discussion. I really love this. Some discussions are more, some sharings are more intense than others, but in the end of the day, all doing it from the same spirit. And let's continue to receive my most important thing. Like I said, everything I said is rubbish. Everything I said over the past one and a half hours, honestly, it's just all rubbish. All my own experience may or may not even be true. The only takeaway I hope is this: take my energy. Take my energy, live a good day today, live your good day tomorrow, spread this energy forward so that one person at a time will make this world a happier and better place. Annyeong.